What's up, everyone? It's day 26 of phase 1 of the Live Hard program. I just finished my second workout of the day. I did my 45-minute outdoor workout, which consisted of a 40-pound ruck. I did that for 2.5 miles, or a little over 2.5 miles. And it's a nice, cool, cloudy day here in North Texas. It's almost 2:30 right now. I have to go to work here pretty quick. As soon as I upload this video, I gotta change and hit the road. Last night I got off work. Well, this morning I got off work at 4:30. I drove home. I was home about 6:15. Went to sleep till 10:30. Got right up and did my 45-minute workout on the treadmill. There's a lot of traffic on my road today. It's annoying while I was walking. Normally there's like nobody out here, but they have like this campground over here where they do like firefighter trainings and police stuff, and they're doing some type of fire training today. And then there's an Air Force base like 5 miles down the road, so there's planes flying over. It's been really busy around here lately. All those spraying chemicals paid off, I guess, with all the clouds. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I woke up, I did my Celtic sea salt. I got a fresh shipment of first form essential aminos and hydration. I did that with my salt. I did my workout, did my cold shower. Now I took my picture and made some breakfast basically and took a little nap. And then it was basically time I needed to go outside and do my workout just because of my schedule. I need to get these workouts in, and I'm driving 3 hours worth of drive, an hour and a half or a little more each way, working 12 hours. And I'm sleeping. I only slept for basically 4 hours. So I'm like spread myself real thin, but whatever. This is only going to be for a few more days. I'm almost done with the phase. So as far as that, but lots of driving lately. I drove home from West Texas the other day, Wednesday, which today's Friday or Saturday. I don't know what today is actually. I drove home Tuesday, okay. And then I drove to Dallas Wednesday, and then I drove to work last night. I'm driving to work today. Though Tuesday I'm taking off whatever is going on, so I won't be driving Tuesday, but then Wednesday I drive back to West Texas. So lots of driving. It really messes with my lower back, so I've been having to stretch a lot more, which is fine. I noticed whenever I do these walks and all these walks with the ruck and all that stuff, like I was whenever I was on 75 hard, the whole time I was on 75 hard, there was very, very few days that my lower back hurt, unless I was like exerting it a lot at work. But towards the end, for like the last probably 50 days, it never hurt at all. And I think that's just associated with all the movement and keeping blood flow in the areas, because my lower back's messed up. But anyways, got that ruck done. Last night, I was gonna say, I really started having a lot of cravings. I even craved alcohol. I don't know why. I saw if it was like a YouTube video or an advertisement for somebody that had Blackberry Crown, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I wanted it, which I haven't had alcohol since September of 2022. So that was weird. And then whenever I was driving home this morning, I was craving donuts and sausage and egg biscuits for some reason. I mean, I know why, because they're good. And I've been dieting, so it's been almost a month of dieting straight. So you start having cravings, but you just have to overcome them. It would have been a waste of time to go and just get some donuts and then fail the phase, which I almost thought about starting it over anyways, because the 30 days, I have basically 30 days till I go to St. Louis and go to the first form and be on the podcast. But I also want to do a cookie review with my daughter, so I'm just gonna finish the phase and then just stay on a good routine and try to actually incorporate all the things that are taught between the 75 hard and the phases. You're not, just because you can master the tasks of the program, you have to be able to translate that into the rest of your life and change the tasks to move you closer to whatever your goal is, whatever it is. If you have to make more contacts, if you have to, just whatever it is, you have to change the tasks, and for the program to work effectively, yeah, you'll be changed a lot in your mindset, but for it to continually benefit you, you have to change those tasks and incorporate them into your life every day and count them the same way, like as you would if you're on the program. If you miss them, you're gonna you don't have to start over, obviously, you don't have to start over your life, but you failed that day. So it gets you into the pattern of consistently, marking off the boxes each day. And that's something that I still haven't gotten good at, just because I can do the program. A lot of people can follow a program really good when they're told what they need to be doing, but whenever nobody's telling you what to do, like I can work out and I'm good at some of those things, but as far as putting myself closer to what the goals I have are, I don't necessarily change the tasks in the future as I go through the phases. So that's something I'm going to still going to work on. You have to wait 30 days in between phase 1 and phase 2. So I won't be on any phases when I go to St. Louis, which is fine, because I'm going to, they're going to be paying for dinners and stuff like that, or dinner. And I want to be able to eat whatever. So I don't want to be restricted when I go do that, which I'm still going to be on a workout routine and all that. So that's not the issue. It's the issue of that's changing the tasks that are going to benefit your life. But anyways, I got this video to upload. The thing I want to talk about today is how you always hear people talking about they changed, or they're not the same way they used to be, or they've done these hippie things for therapy, and they want to show you that they've changed, and then you give them like a little bit of space and let them actually show you if they've changed. And if they go back and they do the exact same traits, if they have the same traits of what they possessed before they said that they changed, they obviously did not change. There's nothing about somebody that changes. If they go and say, this and this, I changed, I'm not this way, whatever, and then they go back and do the exact same thing that they were doing, which turned you away from them in the first place. Like, people have this misconception that they think that they've changed because they have it in their head that they aren't going to be that same way anymore. And then if they go back and act that same way, you didn't change anything. You're still nuts. You're still a psycho. And unless you do probably 75 hard, you won't change anything. You can try it on your own, but the most effective way and the fastest way is definitely doing 75 hard. If you don't know all about 75 hard yet, you can go to episode 208 on the Real AF feed. It's only on the audio version. It's not on YouTube. It's on iTunes and Spotify, I think, and wherever else you can listen to it on audio. But you can learn all about this 75 hard and live hard program. You can get the book on mental toughness. It'll tell you everything you need to know, and added like 10 chapters of ways to build mental toughness. It's sold out usually, so you have to just buy it and wait for it to come in. The same thing I tell everybody is you just need to, after you listen to that, or if you already know what it is, you just need to pick a diet and pick a book and get started. Quit waiting. I started reading the Bible 2 days ago. I've read it 2 days in a row. That is so confusing. I'm not going to get into it, but geez. Very confusing. Lots of names and descendants and all this stuff right in the beginning. It's like, where's all the stories about stuff? So maybe obviously they'll come, but trying to get to where, because you want to be able to absorb what you're reading and not just blow through the pages and just get 10 pages done. You want to see what you want to benefit from what you're getting into. So it took me literally 45 minutes both times to read the 10 pages, because it's such small lettering and the words are all it's just so much. And I'm trying to, like I said, pay attention. It's just hard. So maybe if you pray before you do it, you can have a better understanding, or pray for better understanding. But there's benefits to doing it, so I'm going to try and see if that's real. I do notice that while I'm reading it, that I have this thought in my head that constantly says stop. Like, that's enough. Like, basically stop. And I know what that is, and I don't stop because I have to read my 10 pages. But even if I didn't have 10 pages to read, that's silencing that voice, which is negative, and that's not the voice that you listen to. That's your wuss voice. That's the negative voice. You don't want to listen to that. So basically, if you learn and absorb all the things that are in it, you're going to have a bit more peaceful life, just because that's the main blueprint. But anyways, I'm not trying to get off on topic on that. the point of what I was getting at was, if somebody says that they changed their lives, you can tell people to change all you want. Until they decide that they need to change, they're not going to change. So if they tell you that they did, and they show you the same characteristics that they had whenever you stopped talking to them in the first place, or that you were turned away from them then stay away from them. I think it was Ed Milet said, rejection is God's protection. So just look at it that way. If you tried and it wasn't a success, then at least you knew that you tried. And if you tried and it worked out, then it worked out great. That's good. But you learn, and you just consistently, you just don't care. You move on. Yeah, it sucks maybe, but better days are ahead. So anyways, that's all I got. There's so much traffic, and I gotta hit the road. So I'll be back tomorrow for day 27. Peace.